The Trump administration, of course, is just beginning to take power. Are there any indications that we've gotten here in Israel that something directly relating to Israel and the Middle East is in the offing in those first days, or is it still pretty unclear what Trump is going to do?
Yeah, the Secretary of State Rex Tillerson hasn't been confirmed yet, so the State Department isn't up and running yet. The new State Department has not yet enunciated any policies on Israel. There are conflicting reports here in Israel on what people in Washington close to Trump think about Israel. Bennett says that his contacts with the Trump administration tell him that we want to know what Israel wants for itself. And Netanyahu reportedly says that he has gotten signals from people close to Trump that they do not want to be surprised and that they want to first meet and talk about it and sort of consolidate a joint policy.
It seems like there are mixed signals coming out. Bennett is saying he's getting signals saying plunge ahead, move ahead, annex, do whatever you want to do in this period. Netanyahu is saying we're getting signals saying let's hold off, let's have a meeting first. And then there are signals coming from Republican Representative Mark Zell from the who's tweeting and sending messages back from the inauguration, basically also giving us a different message. What do you think which is true? Are any messages coming from the Trump administration?
Depends how you define the Trump administration. He clearly has people that he's very close to who deal with Israel and care about Israel. Jared Kushner being one of them, senior White House official.
And son-in-law?
And his son-in-law, of course. And you have the designated ambassador who's still very far from actually moving here and getting off the ground.
David Friedman?
David Friedman. Has not been confirmed yet. I don't think the confirmation process has even started yet, so it's going to take weeks, if not months, until he's actually installed here in Israel. God knows where, whether in Jerusalem or Tel Aviv. Let me just say one thing. Even Bennett doesn't say that the Trump administration tells him to go forward and annex and just do that. They're much more cautious than that. And even Bennett would agree that they're not pushing Israel to annex the West Bank tomorrow. What he's claiming they are signaling him is that they want to understand what it is that Israel wants. They understand that Israel might not really be on board with the two-state solution or the way that it's discussed in international forums, 67-9s, etc. They want to understand, they want to sit down with the prime minister and want to understand what it is that he envisions for the future of the country, and then based on that they want to work on consolidating a policy. And Bennett is saying, let's use this opportunity, that really historic and unique window of opportunity, to tell them what we want, which for Bennett means annexation, and for Netanyahu, God knows. It's unclear to me what he really wants.
This could actually result in the people of Israel getting an understanding of what it is that Netanyahu wants.
Ideally, right. Having covered the prime minister now for many years, I don't think that the Israeli public should hold its breath and expect Netanyahu to say exactly what he wants. He's always keeping the cards close to his chest. What is going to happen, though, is we will have to see some kind of statement from Netanyahu, as Bennett is going to keep on pushing him on that. Bennett has made it clear that he's not going to let this die down in the annexation bill, even if the Jerusalem suburb of Malei Adumim quietly go down the drain. He has made it clear that Netanyahu needs to take a stand, and if he doesn't disavow his Bar Ilan speech, in which he declares in principle support for a two-state solution, that he will then himself table a legislative effort to annex Malei Adumim.